Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but I am really working hard on trying to do some more lives because I'd love to come out and educate you. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Sedaria August. I am a integrative health trichologist with Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where we take the wellness and Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon very, very seriously. And as we get started, I really want to start off with a question. I need you to think about this. Really, truly ponder this question. Can your hair reveal information about your health? Can your hair reveal information about your health? What is going on in your body? Let's go on back. Let's read word that a little bit more by adding scalp. Can your hair and scalp tell you about what is going on with your health? And the resounding answer is yes. Yes, it can. You'll find that when you look at the what I now call the hair scalp health axis. I'm making up my own terminology. If you think about the hair scalp health axis, if you think about the connections of all that, you'll find out your body is letting you know a lot of things about what's going on inside by what's going on outside. I'm always a very transparent person. I'm a very transparent person. So if you look right here, on the other side right there, I am cleansing out my digestive system right now. And the first thing that always happens when I do a overhaul of my digestive system is I have skin breakouts. That's what's going on in my body's fighting. So as I've learned my body, I recognize these things that are going on in my skin about what's going on inside of my gut. And as an integrative health trichologist, this is the information that I not only take from my personal experience, but from my studies and my training to help my clients understand that your hair and your scalp is telling you about what's going on inside your body. So, for example, hormonal imbalances, we've talked about this before. We know that they can cause hair thinning. Thyroid dysfunction can either make your hair dry or brittle. Itchy scalps can be due to zinc deficiencies, and nutritional deficiencies come up in different ways in your hair and your skin. Your body's ability to handle stress, premature graying, okay? Your skin could tell you about fungal infections or yeast infections, and certain patterns of hair loss can also allow us to understand that you're at risk for metabolic syndromes like hypertension. So there's so much about what your hair and your scalp can tell you about what's going on inside your body. So here comes the question where I like to pose for people. If you believe that your hair and your scalp can tell you about what's going on inside of your body, why are we then ignoring the health aspect when we're trying to address our hair loss or scalp disorders? Why are we so quick to want to jump over our health? I get it. I get it. We're in a microwave society. We want to push the button and everything goes okay. We want to take the pill, everything goes okay. I understand it. I'm still waiting for the magic pill for weight loss. I get it. But the simple matter of the fact is, if you accept the theory or the hypothesis that our hair and our scalp can give us information about what is going on in our body concerning our health needs, then why are we ignoring our health needs when we're going to address our hair and our scalp? And that is the foundational mission for Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon. Like I said, we take the wellness and wellness salon very, very seriously. If we're going to effectively help our clients, we have to address what we call the root causes of why you're seeing what's going on with your hair and your scalp. During my training, the functional medicine paradigm has really shaped the way that we set the protocols up at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon. So let's get into it a little bit more about our functional medicine approach. When we were in school, whether you've taken biology or physiology, whatever level you're at, high school or collegiate levels, we learned about the body in systems. We had our cardiovascular system, we had our endocrine systems, we had our nervous system, so on and so forth. And so even if sometimes when you move over into the medical aspects of your training, we still think about the body in systems, and we don't think about how the body is interconnected to each other. Okay, so if you have issues with your blood pressure, you take medicine for that, right? You have issues with your skin, you take something or a topical or something for that, but you're not looking at the fact that your body is interconnected. And that is what functional medicine does. It looks at the symptoms of your body, which sometimes may not be considered as related when you look at conventional forms of medicine, and see what the whole orchestra of what's going on is telling you about what your body needs. And from that, we do not look at your hair loss or your scalp disorder as the issue. We look at it as a symptom. Your hair loss, your scalp loss, disorder is a symptom of a dysfunction or imbalance in the body, right? So based on that, we want to be able to identify what those root causes are. And there's a lot of information going on social media. And that's why one of the main reasons why I love coming on and educating people. Because sometimes you can hear these things and people get all excited because, we're going to tell you what the root cause of your hair loss is. Or you'll hear statements saying that so and so has found the root cause of hair loss. And when you listen to them, and when I have listened to them, I found out that basically they're heading in the right direction, right? But more that you learn, you find out that your root causes have root causes. So when we look at the interconnectedness of your body, and we think about how your body communicates with each other, we start to look at those aspects of how those root causes, or what those aspects are the cause of those issues, and trying to formulate a protocol for you. And that's another thing about functional medicine paradigm. It is a paradigm based on the client's needs, because our bodies are unique, and what will cause an issue with you may not cause an issue with somebody else. I got a great example is if you look over in my hair, I think I have a few gray hairs. So I've turned 49 years old. And at being 49, and I think sometimes in my life I've had a very high stress level. Stress did not affect graying of my hair. It affected my bodies in different ways. But if I could compare somebody of similar age who's going through same amount of stress or similar stress, they might have more graying. So therefore, the triggers that we like to use in functional medicine, when we identify the triggers, that trigger for this person is not the same as for me. So we have to be able to look at our clients in a specific way that meets their needs. Okay, so one of the key aspects of when we start talking about these root causes, and let me just name out a couple of those root causes right quick, because you're going to hear these are becoming very big in advertising and catching prospective clients or prospective consumers' attention. So when you think about root causes, sometimes people will talk about inflammation, which is true. Inflammation is a cause of some forms of hair loss. How that inflammation is caused is different from each person. Hormonal imbalance, digestive issues, autoimmune issues, stress, nutritional deficiencies, all these things can be grouped into a root causes of hair loss. Now, you have all these root causes, and this is one of the main reasons why we're here today. We have all these root causes. How do you figure out which one? Okay, we do have systems set in place where we can analyze our clients' blood chemistry by doing a blood chemistry analysis, which is very beneficial and effective software. We use that, right? How do we move from, okay, let's get some definite. And that's what our training has been in the past month. in the last few months. How do we come up with some definites to help our clients? Okay. Because we don't want to do a hit and miss. We don't want to do a situation where we are continually throwing the kitchen sink, right? I don't know if you're old enough to know that saying, throwing the kitchen sink at something. Throwing a whole bunch of protocols, treatments, and products and vitamins, hoping that one of them is going to hit, right? One, that's an expensive endeavor, right? That's expensive. And not only is it expensive, it puts you in a point where I'm spending all this money, throwing all these different products and protocols at this situation, and none of it's working. So then now I got no money in my pocket, and then I don't have the effect that I want. I don't have what I came there for. Now I'm disappointed, right? Now I've lost hope. We don't want our clients to be in that point. Listen, loss of hair is already a very psychologically stressful situation, and we don't want to keep adding or impounding upon that. So one of the best ways to really target quickly by finding out what our clients need is being able to offer us access to functional medicine testing. Now, a lot of people don't know what functional medicine testing is, but it is a really effective tool that gives us information about specific problems that are going on in your body. Remember, the body is interconnected, and sometimes small imbalances or dysfunctions in the body are hard to detect. But functional medicine testing allows us to be able to look at certain aspects of your health and what's going on inside your body to determine or kind of focus in on what the issue could be. So we've gone through this training here at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon to get access to functional medicine testing. And one of the tests that I really enjoy, so before I even go there, let's just go into the fact that we're going to be coming on consistently. I'm not going to say weekly because I want to be trustworthy. So we'll be coming on consistently discussing about different types of functional medicine testing that we now allow our clients access to be able to determine how that can help them in determining what is the root causes of their scalp issues or their hair loss. And one of those tests that I really, really, really like is the organic acids test. Okay. Now, the organic acids test is a urine test, very invasive, but it is used to look at the metabolites of your body. Everything that's going on in your body produces some form of byproduct, whether it's a healthy function or an unhealthy function in the body. It's going to produce metabolites, and these metabolites in your urine are analyzed to give you what we do have a 10-page assessment about what is going on inside your body. It looks at 75 different biomarkers, and from these 75 different biomarkers, we can learn about how your body is dealing with mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondrial dysfunction is about how your body can process energy, and poor mitochondrial dysfunction is one of those components that is linked to premature aging. Okay, that's your skin, your body, and your hair. That's already beneficial. We learn about the presence of fungal growth or yeast in your body. Okay, all those things can mess up your digestive system. And remember, nutritional deficiencies is one of those issues that is linked to hair loss. Okay. Not only does it look at that aspect, it looks at nutritional deficiencies, toxic loads. It also looks at some form of your hormone levels. So we can get a lot of information from this one test that can help us understand what's going on with your body and what your body needs and how it's affecting your hair. And that's the key component. That's the key component about Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon is how do we use this information to educate us about what could be going on that's causing the issues with your hair and your scalp. So again, we get this 10-page report full of information, and the information is key in helping you to be able to understand better what your root causes are. Because again, why go ahead and throw and put you on a protocol? Let's say put you on a protocol for inflammation, which your inflammation marker is not high, right? So yes, inflammation could be a root cause of hair loss, but are you experiencing the level of inflammation that's going to cause that? Give you a report on some very key vitamins that are needed. Your B12, B vitamin, complex vitamins that are part of your the hair cycle, necessary for the hair cycle. So it's very valuable information. So how will we determine whether or not a client needs to be able to take an oats test? At Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon, we do a comprehensive consultation. Now, because wellness is part of the Cultivated Root Wellness Salon, we need to understand what our clients are going through. And sometimes they think that our consultations can be a little taxing, right? But we need to know things. So if we're asking about your digestive system, if we're asking about foods that you're eating, we're trying to get a good overall picture about how you're feeling, right? So based upon that, if we had clients that came in and let's just say they were dealing with bloating issues, memory issues, they complain about inflammation in their joints, or if you're talking to them and say, yeah, I experienced skin rashing, gas, I've been diagnosed with an autoimmune issue. By looking at some of those things they're talking about, remember, we're beyond hair, right? If you're coming to us, the main reason why you're coming to us is that you have a hair and scalp issue. That's a given. Okay, that's a given. You're coming in here saying, yes, you have, okay, so you sit down, we recognize that when you come in. Now it's determined what's going on and why you at this point. Why is your hair or your scalp at this point? So now we're going to do a deep dive through your health. We're going to ask questions. So it's asking those questions, and we find out that you're having digestive issues, bloating, gassing, burping. If we find out you're having continuous headaches or frequent headaches and skin rashes, you're having mood imbalances, we're looking at those things and said these are symptoms that will help us indicate that you need an oats test, organic acids test, that will be beneficial. Now, do we have a whole lot more tests that we're going to talk about in the future? Yes, but this is a major test when it comes to functional medicine testing. So again, it gives us all those right things. So if you have those symptoms, then we want to do the oats test because we want to know about if there is an overgrowth in your gut. What's going on with your digestion? Do you need to do a detox? Do you need to be supplemented with vitamins? Do we need to get you on a protocol to improve your mitochondrial dysfunction? And that's one of the key things, most important part about once we get the information is that we do have nutritional protocols that we could suggest to our clients to help them with that. Again, this is not about throwing the kitchen sink, hoping something sticks. Okay, we're not going to do that. So here at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon, as I said, we're going to be discussing about these different aspects, but we have functional medicine testing available to our clients, and they're at-home tests. They're at-home tests, and there's a link in our bio, but if you choose, I would recommend you giving me a call. Do a 15-minute talk, go over some information, find out what's going on, and what we would suggest would be the next best avenue for you. No pressure. Again, our key point is to educate you about who we are and what we can do for you so that you can be empowered to make best decisions for you. But the goal through your education is that you're not going from place to place trying to get a fix where people just throw in the kitchen sink, right? You don't want to do that. You want to pinpoint what your issue is. So again, our organic acid test is one of those tests that can give you a lot about what's going on with your digestion, your hormones, neurotransmitters, such as your hormones, whether or not you need a detox, your energy metabolism. It gives us a lot of information to go on. And not only does it give us information, it helps us to determine what types of protocols that need to be developed for you, right? What types of protocols are available for you? That's the most key point that I want you to take away from this. Now, in conjunction with the functional medicine and the protocols for improving the balancing of your body where there is imbalance, we do the trichological procedures or protocols just like any other trichology. Like any other known, let me just put that out there because I am a part of some organizations that really train to do qualified trichological work, right? Known protocols that work with some scientific evidence to back it up. So we do also participate in sound trichological protocols. Now, I just want you to think about the possibility, right? I just want you to think about the possibility of that working, right? Let's just think about that. Just think about that. The possibility of having functional medicine testing that can give you information about what your body needs. Again, functional medicine testing that can pinpoint what your body needs. And from that information, have proven protocols to help balance where there is an imbalance, right? With proven trichological protocols. And you will understand, hopefully, if you could use your imagination. Now, I'm just using the word imagination because this is something that we don't imagine, okay? If you think about the benefits of that, hopefully that will give you hope about what's going on with your hair and your scalp. Hopefully that will give you hope. We don't want people to walk around here hopeless. And we know that sometimes that happens. You've tried it all. I am one of those people who tried a lot of products, right? Tried a lot of vitamins. But it wasn't until I started this journey that I'm now helping my clients with the personal journey of addressing the issues that my body needed, that I saw and experienced the necessary change in my hair and my skin. And overall health. So again, what we want you to understand is in a synopsis before we go, is to understand that functional medicine testing is now available to our clients at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon. We have partnered through certification and training with a very qualified company. We use that information from these different functional medicine tests to actually look and pinpoint how that impacts your hair and your scalp. That's what makes us different. That which separates us from other functional medicine test users. Because of our training, we understand what this means to your hair. So, if you get a chance, look at this again. We're live on Facebook. This will be on our YouTube channel. All those links are in our bio. Next time we come, we're going to look at 2 more tests because organic acid test is a big test. Remember, that's 10 pages of information. That's 10 pages of information that we go through, 12 different sections to be able to help our clients understand what's going on inside their bodies. But we're going to look at 2 more smaller tests next time. We're going to look at the thyroid and our omega test. Thyroids are very important when it comes to hair loss. So we're going to talk about panels to really tell us what's going on. We're going to move beyond the questionnaires. We're going to move beyond the possibility that you could or could not be dealing with an issue and really pinpoint whether or not this is something that you need to be working on. And then we're also going to talk about that omega-3 test and see what's going on with your body and inflammation. Remember, we talked about this earlier. Inflammation is a cause of hair loss. So we're going to determine whether or not those are issues that you are personally undergoing. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for joining Me at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon as you get under cultivation. And remember, if you haven't, like, subscribe, and follow, because core to our mission at Cultivated Roots Wellness Salon is educating people so they could be empowered to take over their health and make decisions that best fits their needs. So always, again, like, follow, subscribe so that you can get the information. And if you need any other information or would like to ask questions, that's what I'm here for. You can also schedule a free complimentary 15-minute chat. Schedule that. The link is also in our bio, and I can help you, guide you to what you need to do, or answer questions about what we do. So again, thank you for joining. See you next time. You have a great day.